Okay. How are you doing, guys? Welcome. It's another art video. Okay, another art video. I'm just doing a bit of sketching here. Okay. Practicing for like my new cartoons coming up, and I've gone through a lot of different changes, like working out how this show is going to be, or like my shows that I'm working on. I've got a couple of different ideas, but this one's like coming to being. It's like a dystopian type of action martial arts show with a guy that walks through a land. It's like you got people in hiding. It's like a desolate sort of land, urban sort of city. And it's going to be about that kind of thing, where there's a guy walking around and he has to fight against these bandits or whatever they are, these other deadly, dangerous fighters and stuff that are just in the land causing havoc, you know. Something along them lines. Yeah, and we're just gonna get straight to it now to see what we can come up with practice-wise, because we've got to get the elements together. That's what you need. There's certain parts that make the show what it is. So, like, let's look at one of the points here, which is the characters, right? Obviously. So, I usually start off with a shape. So I'll be doing something like this. I've got to sort this shit out, just getting on my damn nerves. So I might do something like a shape like that sometimes, you know, or I might do it the other way. I might do it, like I said, like doing like a more of this kind of a shape. Basically, you've got this head sort of shape at the top, right? And then you've got like the shoulder line, as you can see. And then you've got these lines going down from the shoulders all the way down to the legs, you know. And I'm kind of like curving it in, you may have noticed here, where towards the hips would be, kind of thing. But the idea is I'll draw lines like that to show arms, just like simple lines, just to start off with, right? I could also just do little hand shapes, like little shapes to show, to understand where the hands are going to go. I'll put a little line like that maybe, and then it's just a case of like joining them up, you know. So I know there's going to be a hand here. Later on I'll just draw it properly as a proper, you know, as a hand, and work out the shapes and all that, you know, around it. But it's starting off with that initial basic shape. Now, having them like this is okay, but like from the side, I usually do it like this. I'll draw the spine in. I'll do like, I'm not drawing the hips line, as I say, no, I'm not doing that, but just there. And I'm not drawing the spine in these front or back angles, character 2. I'm doing the leg there. Just imagining they're like sticks, you know. I'm imagining where like the shoulder would be. So this is the shoulder here. I'll do an arm there, see. But let's imagine I just start without even drawing the shoulder. Just start about here, and then the other one will be back there. So we know obviously that his body has tilted, so to speak. You know, it's like if I go for a red just quickly, you know, obviously his shoulder's starting about here, right? I'll do a basic shape. You know that, and that's there. I mean, alright, fair enough, the spine should kind of twist in, right, I know. I'm just saying, this is this, right, so this is the body in general. I might even do that there, so then put the other bit back there, you know, the other arm back there, isn't it, see? I'll just do that, just give him some kind of top for a second. You can break it up into parts if you want, it's okay, just a dummy figure for now, just starting, you know what I mean? You might draw a character like a basic positioning, you know, draw the head in, draw the head, you know, and then this might be here, and, you know, the leg's going to start from about here, see, and then the other part there. So basically that's what's going on with it, something like that, so what I'm trying to say. And then you'd start off with a basic position, Start off with a basic sketch like that, and you draw your proper character on top of that. Then I'll turn these off, I'll turn that down, light, and then I'll draw on top of that and get my proper character in. It's alright doing it this way, you know, it's not too bad at all. The thing is, you can just go in and draw this full figure on top of them, as I said, like do a stick figure like this, then do like a basic parts dummy like I just drew a moment ago, and then draw a third one on top, which is your proper character, or a fourth if you want to do a sketch first and then do a proper one. It's up to you. Animation's a lot of work, as I say, or it's going to be a case of doing what I like to do, which is doing this, which is like doing I call it noodles wrapped around sticks. It's weird. It's like I just like do some kind of like shaping here of the body, like doing this, imagining the like zigzagging back and forth, but I'm also like imagining somewhat the direction of the flow of the arms and everything, so the parts, sorry, and the same here, like, you know, along the legs, and then you just kind of fill it in, and it kind of, I don't know, you feel more loose and more natural. And you just kind of adjust things as you go. You know, things you don't want in there, or put, you know, things just so, and that kind of helps to get a basic shape of a body, regardless of if it's clothes or if it's, you know, just muscle or whatever, you know. But the point is, you just get this basic bit of detail, and you can put extra lines down it and stuff to guide it in a bit better. You can obviously then start to work a bit of a sketch out within this if you want to like some thicker lines, and say, okay, I want this guy to be a muscly sort of guy, okay, I'll put a little bit more of that figure in, you know what I mean, like this, see, you know, try to like, change it a bit, you see, like, see here, not going over the top with all the details, just like enough kind of thing. Even including with the fists and the fingers and all that stuff as well. So I decided to go for like no top on this one. So, and now he's just in a pair of trousers. I'm not going to do like extra baggy and too much like shapes. I'm just following what I've got there with that, and that kind of fits it in well for a basic shape. It just works all right. Now that would be a great starting point. A few more lines across their face there to like show where the eyes are going to go and stuff, you know, a few things like that. Could put a bit more detail in if you want to, like where the hairline's going to be, and even get a bit more like the shape, the basic shape of the hair, where it's going to be like a little bit of a shape. So I'm just basically talking, making this here, this message, like kind of like talking to myself as well, because I'm like doing it as a reference for myself too. It's not like I'm showing off or something. I'm not an amazing artist at all, but this is definitely helping me to understand how the heck I'm going to just do things a bit better, you know. So there you go, you know. With something like this, you can basically then work in any kind of design of a character, really. Go in and work the hands a bit better as you go. I've learned to, like with fists and stuff and certain hands, just go with some really loose, like simple shapes. When I hear people talk like that, I'll just do some simple shapes. I'm thinking, well, how are you going to do these simple shapes? You know, like what kind of shape? But it's like, you know, you just loosen up and you just start to realise what kind of shapes you want to do. You're very loose about it. I'll try and show as I'm going along. Okay, so more or less, I mean, this character is going to have this kind of a look anyway, this character that I've just drawn here, for a base, I'm saying, obviously. But let's just see, so what we actually did there, we started with like a thinner pen. Now, I wouldn't feel confident myself just going in and doing a shape like that, just drawing, starting with the thinner pen, but going in like that. No matter how good it turns out, I just sometimes don't feel confident to just do this, you see, and just draw it in. But we can do it. I mean, I can do it like I can do a bit of a shape now. It might be okay. But you know what I mean? It's like, for me, I don't feel confident. I think because what it is a lack of detail there on the clothing and all the rest of it, and it's just like making it so hard for me to actually focus properly. It might look okay, kind of, but it ain't. Like, it feels like kind of loose, like the lines are kind of loose. And it's weird, what you end up with all these like loose in a bad way, I'm saying. And you end up with it like looking like, that's why you have characters looking so flat as well, you know. So let's just look at this for a second. If I imagine like kind of like some kind of sense of direction, I think from these noodle kind of shapes here, and it's like adding like the illusion in my mind of like more detailing, you know, as well. So this is going here, can you imagine? This goes here, these noodles that are going down. Oh, this is a hand, right? I forgot, yeah. So putting a bit, see that from even from here, see, putting a bit of a shape now for the hand. With a rounded shape there, show the rest of the arm, fair enough. Yeah, and it's just like fixing up together as we go along. And then here, and then not worrying too much when we get to the groin bit, you work that out, but I just do the legs first from the hips, basically. And then you work out if you feel like, oh, that's too high, obviously. You see what I mean? Like, I've not drawn the groin part of here. I didn't do that. I just started from about here where the hips were. But I've just gone all the way down to the sides from the side of the body here. You can like bring it in a bit, see? And then imagine, drop that groin where it's going to be, like about there, see? That's what I've learned. And that is what I've literally learned. I've like, taught myself this. Just from my own, you know, studying. These are my own kind of methods, you know. Check them out. Just kidding, no, it's not that good at all, but you know, you see like things that have to be resized along the way. You know, just a quick simple fist kind of shape there to start with, you know, and then yeah, not even drawing all the fingers in, just giving it really simple. And then the hair that you might resize, see, like make the head a bit bigger if you need to, or put a bit of a line there for where the hairline's going to go, clean it up a bit if you want, you know, and get some idea of what's what, you know. There you go, there, the eyes there, yeah, and then, you know, work a bit of a hair kind of shape around it, whatever. Right, it's the top of that head there, like, okay, there's my character coming now, you know, and then it works. That's what I've learned. So, and it's just a case of starting off posing that stick figure that we started with, you know. Now the feet, let me just say something about the feet for a second, merge them down for a second. The feet, obviously, you can do like a stick figure, like, let me just do a small one quickly. In these images, we can't see the feet, right? But you can do, obviously, like, feet. Like, I'm just imagining this feet here now, see? Hold on, kind of messed that one up. Hips are a bit too low, but let's just do these lines like that, okay, and two arms there. Simple as that, it's as simple as that really. I can literally do a couple of little lines there, and that represents feet. It works exactly the same. It doesn't matter at all. So I'll just do a little simple thing here, I'll just do like a little shape, you know, of a body and that, you know, see, here's the thing, see? You know what I mean? You know, I'll do a quick thing here. And from here, see? Hold on, so from here. The feet I can just add on anyway, and put little shapes on, what I'm saying, so. Remember character there, you know. And if things ain't looking alright, like you can like, you know, just move things across, adjust them a bit, like that leg there, just adjust it a little bit, so. And there you go, you get your characters. Who's that little guy in the background? Someone far away, maybe. With that. So I'll just move him up a bit and just keep this guy in as part of the picture, man. Adjust him if you want to. I'll put him here. bit further back maybe, because that's what we're seeing his feet. You know, I just went simple with that one, you know. So, but yeah, you know, it's exactly the same. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll have it like that. It's okay. And I'll make another layer in a moment. Now, sorry, yeah. So with this, it's the same thing. So you're getting the sense of direction, see. So let's imagine that the other shoulder's forward now on this one. So I'm going to do this, okay. A bit too thick, I think those lines are. Oh, what time we got on this clock? Hold on. Okay. You just think of the direction of how the face is turned. It's like, it's literally just lines. And then I'm just imagining the shape of the head where it's going, see. So I'm going to imagine that this arm's coming about here. You could start with the arms if you want. And the hand, I'm just pointing like a simple thing, you see. You see what I mean? And that's going in there. You can't really see the rest of his arm. It's like back there, I know, but like, you know. I'm doing that, so and then you can see, I mean, you can kind of build out the shapes with these noodles, and they haven't got to be perfect. It's the amazing thing. They really don't have to be perfect. And this is the centre of the body here, but the spine's in that direction. And I'm just going to do these noodle shapes here and not worry about it too much. Just be really loose about it, see. And then just kind of imagine, okay, so where that hip's starting, and there are a few issues, like you can break up parts here, as I say, as you go as well. So this is going about there. No, so. And I'm just not that good, to be honest with you. But you'll notice like problems, like you see like the hips seem a bit way too low. They really do seem a bit too low. It's like, you can like move things around and change things, you know, like just change it as you go anyway, or make this bigger, this here, see this. But it's like, you might not want it that big, see, but it's just a case of just blocking it out, innit? But I can just start this leg higher anyway here, right? And then that one here, and then you just like, it's just a case of dropping the groin, grabbing the whack. You know, and then you just like put these pieces together, you know, and then just do it like that. So like, I'm not even that good at doing it, you know what I mean? But it's like, man, what's going on with that knee there? So it's just, again, you might have to like just redo the stick figure, like replace those. Not replace yet, replace and replace those parts, you know, even. It might be a case of doing that, you know. Bring that down. Go on top of that and then just fix it up, you know, to make it look right. So come in, let's go and bring that there, up here for a second. Bring this up, bring that down. Oh, hold on. Bringing that down, bringing this down, and going on top for a second, so, and then just doing the business. So I'm not going to do a proper figure, but I'm just saying that. You know what I mean? Having a bit more of a starting point now. That's just a weird looking face, and I'm just doing a rough little thing, just trying to, you know, just put something in here. So I'm just doing a rough little kind of thing, just showing up to finish here. And yeah, let's just do some clothes or something, I think, like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing, like drawing the clothes around the bodies as well, like having it hanging loosely around this skeleton sort of figure, but not like going over the top with like really wobbly lines. That's another thing. Trying to keep them like straight to the point. I'm just doing a really rough thing here. I'm not trying to do a good thing at all, really good. You know, but you can start off with bits and pieces and work it all out. You know, work out the angling a bit better. So like I'm going here and like, yeah. And it's like you've got to imagine where these lines go. Let's just do a thing like that, and that goes down there. I'm just not a good artist at all, man. But you get the idea. We'll try to do it. Excuse me. Okay, so I think more of a better scribble would have been better. A better scribble on them trousers, you know. To start with, to give myself that idea of what kind of detailing. Excuse me. God damn. Excuse me. Crikey. I'll make it like that just so we can see it's a basic example. No. So these are some methods we can work with, right? Now the idea is to be like going in and doing characters, obviously, you know. Now I like to just go in with a light loose pencil type of sketch. I like to, rather than going directly with a black line like this. So I think I will start like that to start off with, you know. Okay, let's have a look. And what I usually do is I always end up like sketching anyway. Like sketching anyway, like just going in. Being very sketchy in the first place, I'll be like that. You know, just like literally just sketching it all in. Until I feel somewhat happy with how it's looking. Just like as a basic, you know, character design. And I'll go with it, you know. I might have to move things around a bit like that. See, okay, now it's looking better. I'll just draw the whole character in, see. And again, there are different outfits and stuff. As I say, I was trying to work out the outfit for this main guy anyway. He's gonna have like black hair. I'm just scribbling it in for now, just doing like simple designs anyway, let's say, but it's a bit like so the idea was gonna be like this kind of thing, you know. But he's like looking really muscly, as I say, this guy, but you know. You know, I think the problem with this guy is like really overly muscly for what I'm doing. I like big, strong, muscly characters in the back. It's like, the thing is, for this particular show, it's like not the kind of look. And just like that, so this kind of thing, you know. Yep. Just kind of outfit, you know, one of these kind of one-piece sort of outfits. I like these. With something like that, or some kind of tracksuit, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah. I think what we'll do though is we'll start with another picture anyway. Start with another picture. So I'm going to save this out as a basic guide image. In my folder here, Yep. We'll have a look at what we're going to look at now. So, if I was to do that, if I was to just come in really rough, and I used to draw these like star figures, as I call them. I used to go here, see, it's a similar thing. Even just doing a point for the head, but I used to just work around it, you know. And I used to just work it all out, how this character is going to be walking. I used to do a line down the middle too. You know, yeah, just work it all out. This is it here, see the hips, see? And there's an arm there, which is here. I used to use that as a basic, guys. I'll just do that for quickness for a second, just to work something out. But I'll go in there. I'm just going to do a little quick practice thing, but see, it's not working already. It's just not working because, yeah, I've not put that detail in for the clothes. See, that's what it is. Yeah, this way doesn't work too well at all. You've got to have better proportions than that, I feel, you know. Another thing is I've not drawn the ground in, so we don't know how the character's standing per se. It's a good start point. I like to just be loosey like this, see. It's still a similar thing, but like, you know. So the spine about here. So arms about one arm here and one arm here then. I get the idea of what I'm doing. Okay, so let's see. Put in the basic shape here. It's basically about having that detail, that's all it is. A bit extra detail on the arms and legs, that's all you're really doing here to build them up. Noodles wrapped around the sticks, as I say. Even like that could be a good base right there. And it might not look like it, but you know, it is. I'll go in. And I'll work out the basic structure. Let's look at the basic structure. Okay, got this here. Got that there, this there, about there we'll say. We're going to have the arms. I'm thinking to do it like, I'm going to give him boots after all. Should be like some kind of boots, you know, that kind of thing. Now, hold on. Yeah, I used to like do the knees like separate, so like that, try and break it up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, like that kind of thing, you know. I think I used to just go loose like around the clothing anyway, see there, that was it, so like that. But not like two wobbly lines, you know. To have like some long sleeves like that, I was thinking to do. Okay, something like that. It's coming on like more of a sketch now, see, but yeah, a line there, so yeah, it's really like a very, very straight line down from the shoulders to the ankle basically. It's a really straight line to it. It really is a straight line from here, so it really should be. Yeah. So something like that. Yeah, that's it. You know, we'll work out the hair and stuff later on. It's working out the basic shape of the hair and all that as you go along. So again, I'm going to do like a rough one here. Okay. What should I say? Yes, I'm not the best at drawing, but I do like drawing. Now from here, yeah, it's just a case of like being nice and loose, isn't it, on this? So simple shaping doing for the arm. And then the leg here, and then this going around there, and this is here. And it's like, you can do a line up the middle if you want to like give yourself a bit of a guide to start with. But you don't want to draw lots of unnecessary lines in the basic sketch because it will add to confusion later on. I'm just doing extra parts here to help myself understand where everything is here. But I think either way, I think it depends on each picture you do really. Each picture you do, it's really going to depend on the raise things as you go. So yeah, sometimes you draw things in just to help you like kind of understand where you're going with the, you know, the creation of the other parts, if that makes sense, and then you just erase those. Now that was hard to do this. Let me just see how, so I put the rib cage in about here, right? I did a shoulder thing here. So there should have been a line here, right? You see that structure, so like ultimately what we're doing is the rib cage is here. The chest is here, so this is going here, and then you got this this part here where the groin is there. Shoulders there. Yeah, so we've definitely got something going on. And then sometimes I say, oh, excuse me, sometimes I say, you might want to delete the whole damn thing. You might want to go. You might want to go like this. This is a basic guide, don't forget. You might want to do something like, you know, make them wider and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to do this kind of English. Oh yeah, now you see what's going on. So, okay, good. Sometimes I like to do really, really loose kind of sketching too. Like, okay, this is it here. It's all like flowing down, so that baggy sort of. So you see that? Look at that. That helps a lot. So that now you can kind of imagine those baggy sort of lines. See, look, see. And you can go in there and be like, yeah, you know, oh yeah, that works, yeah, look, see, you like kind of loosen up a little bit, yeah. And if you want to put a bit of that baggy stuff in, see, and that can be like that. You can understand where it all fits, see, like that. I know I did it all in a kind of like thick kind of pen. You might want to work in a lighter ones and thicker, and thinner ones and thicker ones. You know, fair enough. I'm just doing these little simple like triangular type like arms and stuff at the minute, but you know what I mean. At least I'm just trying to like loosen up a bit. You know what I'm saying? On that, so ultimately you haven't even got to go too mad. You can go in and just do like a line there, not even too many, like, you know. Do them nicely, you know, as possible. I'm just doing a rough one here, obviously, again. That's my excuse every time I do a bad picture. So I'm doing a rough one here, you know. Yeah. You know the drill with me, but yeah. Not going over the top with like loads of like really thick lines and stuff. Also trying to imagine how the clothing is not placed around the scribble, but actually placed around his body that should be there, you know, underneath the clothes, obviously. So you've got to think about how it's hanging on the shoulders there, or whatever, see, and this and that. So this is on his leg there. I'm literally like doing that, see, a rough around that, see now. This is hanging around there. Okay, so that's here. You know, got baggy looking clothes. work out where the head's going to go, you know, something like that. And I think, you know, you get the idea. At the end of the day, you haven't got to go too mad. Too much. So I can do this here. Fix it up if I want to put a bit more like that. Up to me. I'm doing it. And yeah. I think what it is, we get very stuck in these stiff kind of figures, you know, is what it is. It's a problem. It's like if we can do more looser positions, I should say. See, I'll do a quick random like scribble here, a random kind of scribble, and look into that, look into this, even double it up, do this. I can look into a mess like that. Just a practice. And say, right, I'm going to stick a head in there. Or maybe I'm going to see a head anyway, and then I put a, rather than that, like I'm going to like, you know, what can I see in that, you see? Sometimes you see like shapes and things, or part of the picture that isn't like, you know, not there, but it, you know, you can work out how to then set up another shape. I'm not actually seeing it at this current time, which is a problem, but sometimes you have to look at them for a while, or look around and look again and see like another image or something. Sometimes like put a little head in there, you know, or just like work it, you know, go in there and then go here. See? Okay, this is where the torso is going to go. Put this up, the shoulders lines up there now, see, so let's imagine this is up here then, you know, it's I'm going to make it like it's coming towards us maybe, you know, I'm like literally like playing around with it now, see. It's about here. Now I'm changing things as well. It wasn't even there, but I'm just moving it around. So come up with some kind of creation that I would not have been able to come up with hadn't I started with this, you know. You know what I mean? You just start to like see different things, see things differently, you know. I should say. You know, not doing a great job either. And it all comes together, one way or another, hopefully. Adjust things. You know, and you just work out the body shapes here. The shoulders going to be there. And here I'm just going to put like the arm, just put it there like that. And again, so working with all the shapes you can see. So like this is here. So let's go through that. Crazy triangles back here. Can't even see where the feet are coming from, so hold on. So this is here. again, the foot's just be like that. Yeah, you know, something like that. And imagine the clothes are hanging off him, see, from there, see. You know I'm getting at though, right? You know I'm getting at. Even just those simple shapes. Doing some hair there. You know, you get the basic shape of it coming in. Something like that anyway. They keep fixing it up as you go along kind of thing, you know. And this would be like a basic sketch, or you'd fix it up to be a proper one, or you know, you just keep working with it until it comes into being. So this is there, something like that. Some of just really simple shapes is all you need for the feet. There's coming in. There we go. You know, a bit silly. I know the actual positioning of it all doesn't seem to work too well. But you know what I'm saying? You're looking for them shapes in there, is what I'm saying. So. I don't even know how I came up with that. You know, I can do a little shape here. I can see all kinds of shapes in here. See, ooh, this is here. See, ooh, see. Looking for that star figure. There he is. And now we can work with him. See, just put a few lines in. Just put a few lines in. When you see that detail coming in, you're like, oh, okay. You start to see things that you weren't seeing before, see? And it's like, oh, now I'm seeing a character or something. Where the hell did that come from, you know? And your mind starts to tell you what the hell is going on, even when it ain't even real. You know, you start to just fix things up. You start to like not be looking too much at the actual that you had there in the first place. Then you start to fix it up. See. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it now, but you know, you get the idea, right? So ultimately, with different methods, we can do different things. Another thing I used to do was I used to do lines like this. I used to just do like line. They work as well, actually. They work really well. Look. Just to get the imagination going of what moves you're doing. So look, just imagination of motion, isn't it? Not drawing a thing, but rather drawing a motion. You see? Do you get the idea? How do you draw a motion? You're probably thinking, but I'm saying like, look, this is the guy's leg kicking. This is this is the bottom of that. It's a pair of trousers. And you know, that's probably one of the most valuable things I've said in this whole damn video. I just helped myself here by reminding myself that I can do this. I'm drawing pieces because I just feel comfortable doing it that way in a minute. I'm just doing different passes just to show, just to help myself understand the body anatomy a bit better as well. You know. Okay, and then this is here. My hands back there. See, I'm trying to resizing things that I need to as well, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, yeah, and you know, there you go. So with that motion, you can work whole animations like that. You really could work whole animations like that, you know. I started off with a basic shape, see. You know, like that. I'm just putting the rest in, see, I'm just like imagining where the rest goes. See, when you got that now, excuse me, I can put this down and I can go on top of that and work out the actual fight moves or whatever, or the character, you know. Okay, let's see, so I'm going to put this here, make the clothes hang off the way they're supposed to hang off there, you know. Give them a black belt or whatever, you know. Put a simple foot there, it's okay. Put some muscle on this guy, yeah, okay. You know, boom, 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 whatever. Simple kind of look, yeah. I'm not going to draw his face, I'm not going to do the whole face and everything, just doing a basic thing, you know. You know what I mean? You get the whole character going. Just get a bit, it gets more and more detailed as it goes along, kind of thing, so boom, boom, got them lines going in, boom, lines going in. Same with this one, yeah. Even just doing a basic rough one first, fair enough, you see what I'm saying? But yeah. Okay. Becomes more and more, it's still a sketch, you see what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Now it's becoming a character, so to speak. We work with that basic starting point. So I think the main point is being very patient and having various iterations, like I've just done here. Like this is another iteration. It's not an actual picture, so like working them out. That's basically what it is. Another thing, we're going to do something different for a moment now. I'm going to say this again. I know I'm kind of babbling on. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do something different. I'm going to like work on something before we start looking at buildings as well. But if we're going to, I'm not too sure yet. But doing a basic shape, like in the first place, like you know, doing a shape here. So I'm scribbling with kind of thick pens, you know. Just trying to get some kind of examples here to show. Like, I'll put these down for a second. Just scribbling it in, see. You know what, I'm just going to go with that. What I'm saying is about working a basic shape. And then coming in with your thinner pen. Maybe even sketch, just penciling it in even. You know. And working out what's going on. In a basic shape to represent this character, you know. Funny looking face. I like to do these scribbles first, it helps me kind of like mark in where the face is going to go. Anyway, and he's there. You know, it's like that, it's like that, it's like that, you know, it's like that. And you see the shape and you just work it out like that. Kind of thing, you know, something like that. Just to work out positions and stuff as well, so. You know, different kind of shapes and stuff. And yeah. Guy's just trying to fix up his backpack, it's just hanging off the back of his back. And he's maybe like driving a car or something, so he's driving a car or something like that, you know. My idea was like that, he's sitting in a vehicle, I don't know why he's got a backpack on, you know, kind of thing. And you can just see certain shapes too, like in here. This could be anything, this could be any kind of mask or something, see? And this guy's here. And it's like, you know, this is here. You can see the muscles and stuff, so. A mask on him. If he's on the phone, it looks like he's on the phone to me. Certain shapes start to speak to you, so got some kind of belt on here with all kinds of gear. You know. Something like that. Maybe he's on the phone talking. I don't know. This one again, don't know what this is, could be anything. A robot or whatever. I'm not really going to mess around with that one, but you know, you can see somebody in despair, you know. The highlight of the video, this. But yeah, let's just look at a couple of things before we move on to buildings and just basic other shapes. So, looking at this, we could You know, I could start with something like this. Starting like that, you know, just starting in the basic point that I said before. You know, he's in a fighting stance, put the two hands here, put the head there, the shoulders, you know, something like that. You see what I'm saying? And just work it. Like, whoa, man, why are you trying to fight me for? And it goes like, what are you trying to fight me for? It's like that. And it's like you just literally work in the shape, see? Like, whoa, man, why are you trying to fight me? I thought we were friends. You asshole. You know? That kind of bozo you have to work with, you know? I thought we were a team. What a scumbag. So maybe this is a good way also. We're still going back and forth with different ways, see? To try to find out the best way. So let's, you know, just doing a couple of fists. That's what she was doing. She was just doing a couple of fists. And she ended up in more agony than pleasure. Anyway. Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, you're just getting the basic shape of a human, aren't you? That's what you're doing. You know. Without the arm there, it can be like either a help or a hindrance, that can be. You might have to draw pieces in like I'm doing now, see, just to like match it or like make it make sense, see. And this is the issue there. You might want to do that, so you might have to, see. You work it all in as you go. Fix it up as you go, you know. Or mess it up as you go, is what seems to happen sometimes. You know, try and do what you can, and then yeah, so starting out with that shit, then we came with that, and then it's like you go on top of that, and you can do like your noodle scribbles if you want, and all that business. You can work out your outfit, or work out, like, you know, yeah, a bit more. So now you know the body. Let's work out the clothing sort of structure. So you can just start working that out. And I think we've answered our own shit there, basically. I've answered my own shit with that. See, my philosophy or my finding is that if you can work the structures like this, then you can basically draw any character, and that is the absolute end all of that, you know. So I think I'm definitely going to be going along with something along these lines. I'm going to try and work out the face of this character, and then it will be alright then. I'm just going to go with that. Most of the characters are going to be wearing them sort of outfit, like a tracksuit sort of thing, you know. Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Well, I know what I've just done there, basically, put it that way. Yeah. Now let's talk about some building sort of setups now. What time we got on the clock? Right, so obviously my name is Michael Caine. You can literally just imagine just doing basic shapes. buildings and stuff. So what the fuck's that supposed to mean, Richard? I'm just saying, you can imagine like a basic position, like we're looking up at a building. I might just do a bunch of lines like that, so and go with that and say, right, I'm gonna have it like that. And somehow we just work out the actual angle we think looks good enough for it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with that angle. You know, we say that. And you haven't got to necessarily go in with all the best perspective lines from the get-go, is what I'm saying. So you might have a character here, and he's approaching the building, you know, just ahead of him. So, you know, we're looking up at this character here anyway. So, you know what I mean? You get the basic sketching. I used to do this for like comics. I used to doing that, you know. In the first place, it might be about here, let's say. You know, and you just get the basic idea of it. It's almost like he's walking up steps or something. I think in the way I've done this one, but do you know what I mean though? So I can have this character here. You know, this guy. Doing a very, very simple kind of like look, because he's from far away anyway. Put some kind of design on his back there, whatever, you know, kind of design. And we can make him even a bit smaller, fair enough. He kind of takes away from the focus of this whole building sort of thing, doesn't he? So let's get rid of that bit. You know, and then we just got our scenes, and you can literally start to make some badass, you know, sort of scene. If you're careful. I'm gonna do a kind of broken up like kind of line to kind of like relax and just get that shape in, see. Put some pit parts along here, see. Raise lines as I go anyway, it's okay. Now work out these straighter lines using the rest of them as a guide. So you'd be surprised how you can get like a picture going of some sort. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it that it's like, hold on. The idea was it's going to be like dark inside. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sides of this actually like this. Cut off, and we're just going to see on the inside of it is what we're going to do soon. Yeah, something like that. I think ultimately I've just messed the whole bloody thing up, so let's go again. I'm going to do this. Let's just look at one first, one part, hold on. So this is going back here, right? So let's take a look at this part for a second. This character's here. I'm going to go in here. Oh, I'm going to go in there. So yeah, I'm going to do some stuff, like some shapes. Cut some shapes out, see what I'm saying. Right, I'm going to put this in here. Ah, not like that. Yes, they are. So, not you personally, just saying. You know, I'm going to get rid of that for a second. We're not going to see much, but we are. We've got enough. When you've got enough, you just get rid of what you got there. So, and the character you might need to bring out a bit more, so you bring in a bit more into the being of it all. I'm going to put a bit more of this picture in, so. I'll make this be like a staircase or something, a rough staircase going up. See, I see all this stuff in my mind. You know, it's just like doing it is the thing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these bits in a bit, see, like that, exactly like that. So all in the shadows. And it doesn't really matter. And what you can do is you can actually have like different things going on. Like I could have like now my idea initially was not to have it like that. It was like to have it a bit lighter. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to paint like shapes in. Yeah. I'll do another one in a moment anyway, and you'll see what I mean. But you know, I'm not trying to make an absolute work of art here, obviously. But, you know, just trying to do. Just little details on the things, you know what I'm saying? Like you see, when you start to add all these little details, it starts to make it look like more like something is happening there, you know, something as such, something that's more, you know. More parts of the story too, so like they're doing like something like that. Like so say it starts, okay, there's a fence here. It's like some kind of place here, you know. Rough kind of fences, I don't know. You know, I don't know what, some kind of lampposts there. And as he goes up here, so as you go, yeah, I'm going to start to erase bits and pieces as well in there. So I'm thinking, I'm not too sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make some kind of like some design, but I think because it's so light it doesn't look too good, but I think what I'll do is I'll go with like a grey or something in a moment, see. Yeah, and then put in some like graffiti or something, or some like, you know, just do some rubbish, like some random scribbles. It's not real text, obviously. And that's there. You can even put in like other details in the background and stuff, like there, see like another building or something in the background, just showing that. Something there. There or something, you know what I mean? You can fill in that a bit if you want, you know, yeah, exactly. Don't go too detailed on that one though, because that one's further back, you know, but it's still part of the picture. Like certain details distract you from other details or lack of in other parts of the picture, see, that's what it is. So you get like that kind of thing going on. Just trying to like experiment with a few different shapes here and stuff. I don't know what these are, I'll just put them in there, you know. What I'll do now is I'll go with like a grey, Well, no, it's got to be underneath this actually. So, is it? Hang on, no, it's got to be on top of this. There's two different parts that I'm doing actually at the moment. So, yeah. Another thing we need to do is put a shadow in for this character, a bit of a shadow. Or yeah, if there's a bit of a shadow or something that he needs. It doesn't need much of a shadow actually. No, it don't need much of a shadow. That building just in darkness, yeah, because it's like dark inside the building. It's not like a light source per se. Notice how I left a bit of space around him and the steps too, so you can see like he stands out more. Little things sticking out and stuff. Don't know what they are. There's signs and different things, you know. Antennas and stuff, whatever they are, you know. Give it some more interest, have interesting sort of design work. Right, now. Let's see, so what I was saying is go under here, see to me that's alright as it is, you know what I mean? It's like, what I can do is I can go in there with the clouds and that go in the clouds, you know. I can go below here, do a bit of like detail like this, you see, and a bit of that, whatever as well, you know, put a bit in, some saying detail, and then go with the razor and like erase it for the most part on the rest of the picture. Just, we're not going overkill with this, you know what I mean? Just trying to give it a bit of a background is what I'm doing, see? And then bring that down a bit, you know. You'll see what I mean in a moment. You might think that looks alright, I don't know, but we're not finished with this thing. So what I'm saying is going in with a black, we'll go for black. We'll put it like a lower opacity. Anyway, we can put a bit of a shadow on there if we want. Really, really low even. Just to get some values on there, to get a bit of like, you know, texture per se, I don't know. Bit of stuff going on, you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, so nothing too crazy or anything. And here as well, a little bit of a lighter. I don't want to make it too much of a painting sort of thing, you know, make it like a drawing. So that's too much, way too much. Just put it like that. It's like that, you know. This one I feel is a little bit darker. Let's see if that. More detail, working how you see the details. So if it's like taken away from the picture, then just bring it up a bit or whatever. If you want the buildings to show up. Okay, now here, yeah, for a minute. Here. Now this is the final sort of touches really. I'm going to go with like a grey, and I'm going to see, because I wanted to like focus on this in the beginning of this picture. See, I wanted to focus on the fact that there's little details and things in there going on. You know, that's what I wanted to focus on. You know, like in here. Within here, there's like more details going on and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not going over the top, like just erasing certain things. I'm not too sure because it's not turned out exactly as I wanted it. I think for this one, it's like it's okay as it is. I was going to draw like details and stuff like inside it and stuff, but looking at it as it is, I don't really think we need to. I think it's basically alright as it is. We'll have it a bit like that and that'll be okay. So, oh, fuck that. Let's go with it like that anyway. Yeah, and yeah, so now what you could do with something like that, we'll just make this into a little picture, fair enough, you know, is I'll cut that, I'll crop that, and I will put a bit of colour on top just for a bit of fun. Shall we do that? I think I can. guy's in red. Yellow here, I don't know why, I'm just doing it for the sake of it. Remember, you can colour on different layers, which is the amazing thing. Yeah. I'm going to make these buildings, just keep them white, I think. And give this the like really subtle colour on the ground. Like there. And I'm drawing underneath the line layer, don't forget. So everything you see in this black or grey shades is basically, as I say, it's just, that's all you see it. The white is just transparency basically at the moment. So I didn't bother to do any other stuff. So now looking at that, I'm not too happy with having colour like too strong, to be honest. You know, I think that's okay, you know what I mean? And merge it all as one. Yeah, it's alright as well. So just try something for a second, just some crazy stuff, just for a moment, don't panic. See, something like that, don't panic, you'll see what I mean. Don't panic, for fuck's sake. You know. But you see what I'm saying, like, a bit of this, a bit of that. And then you'll be surprised, because you can do certain things and you'll get certain things jump out at you and like surprise you, like limited colours and things, that you'll see what I mean. It kind of talks to you, you know. Put that there. Go to gradation map even, just to see what you get. Just try a few things, not like that. So look, even like that, see, I could have just kept this whole thing black and white, you know, and just gone like that. You see what I'm saying? And you'll be surprised. Because it brings out different levels of detail. Look, it's when you do this, look, see. Let's cancel that for a second. I'll go to another one. You see what I'm saying? Just by adding a few things in, all we've really done is a black and white simple picture, really. That's all we've really done. You know, I didn't have to add those like last colours that I just added in and stuff a moment ago. With something like this, you could like add in a bit of like effect, you know. So I'm definitely going to go with something like this for my animation, that's for sure. It's definitely going to be done in a similar way with like the backgrounds and just, you know, working it in. You see what I'm saying? Now you can see what I'm saying with those details you see like on the inside. You can kind of do certain things. The sky, I don't want to like lose that sky completely, but you see when the sky's like so strong like that, it kind of like, it makes it good, but it kind of takes away as well. Change the hue a bit, mess the whole thing up there by doing that actually. Oh well, that is pretty cool. Just see basically what you like, you know. Yeah, I think it looks alright like that. Saturation up too much is a bit weird. But like, I think down's a bit better, you know. Anyway, so you can do something like that. I can do like a duplication of that anyway. Bring that really down if I want to, like, you know, like that. See, and then go in with like eraser version of this cloud thing, or what do you call it? A spray, air spray would have been really, airbrush would have been really good. I wouldn't have sprayed it. And then you can do other things too, don't forget, like coming in here with like a bit of a glow. If you really wanted to put a bit of a glow in there, on another layer, on like let's say hard light or something like that, to show areas where the light's coming through the clouds in this case, you know. And just show a little highlight. You've got these lamps too, don't forget here, these lamps, these lights. They're pretty cool, so I'm actually using a bit of that now. But if you want to like bring more of the lights out, what you really want to do is sort out your stuff first and make this a bit darker in the first place, see, you know what I'm saying? But I think we've got it as it is for now. On top of here, you know, working a few things like that. I'm just trying to see now. See. You know, I think what I'll do is I'll just like merge this up, do that a bit there. I didn't know I was going to be doing this today, but you know, I always end up like this, get carried away, you know, with these, and a lot of people do in the drawing. A few lines on here. I mean, ultimately, really, what I want to do is come in here, go for overlay with a white maybe, see, and then do a bit of like work here to bring it up, kind of very low opacity, but you know, see if I can bring out some of the white there. But, you know, I'm just seeing what happens. If it doesn't look good, I'll get rid of it. If you feel you've lost some of that initial like really bright white that you had, but the problem is it doesn't always work well to be working with over what do you call it, I'm painting over the top on different blending modes, but it works when it does, you know. I'm just basically just like painting out certain areas now, just to let the light show the dark and the dark show the light, as I said, you know. Yeah, so I like to do, I feel in this one there's a lot of empty space. I feel we're not seeing much of the character at the bottom, obviously. I feel we're also seeing like so much of like the sky and the building. It is big, but it's like there's a lot of like empty sort of areas as well. I feel like, you know, like here, excuse me, not here. Like for example, here and here, it's like quite a lot of empty space, you know, here and there. Like not much going on, is there? You know, it would be more interesting if we had some more stuff on the front of the building and stuff like that. Some designs. It's a very basic design. However, it works all right, you know. You can do other things too, like having like maybe something here in the foreground, like a sign or something, you know, or like some like lamp posts or whatever they are, you know, signs. They're kind of like pointing towards it. It draws the eye towards it, doesn't it? I guess you see, by doing it like that. I'm not going to do that here, but it kind of clutters up the space as well and takes away from the focus of the main thing, which is the building. The character is pretty obscure. I think those mesh, like what do you call it, the lampposts and the fencing at the start. At the front of the picture here are kind of like very strong, kind of like distracting. So I'm going to kind of like, I can put them back a bit like this, see? Like by like fading them a little bit by putting like a light there, see? That kind of works well. The staircase ones are okay, but you see what I'm saying? We want to focus on this character and we want to focus on the building, mostly. The back building is just there for extra detail. It's good, you know. I wanted to have a little bit of like a light, like kind of mist there as well on the inside of that building there, just like that kind of thing. Nothing too crazy, just like, let me see, like if it's not necessary, just leave it, you know. Like do that and erase it a bit. I think that's okay, like that. You know. Give it a slight blur, see what that looks like. Very slight blur, I'm saying like this, but I don't like to do it too much. I like to keep it like this rough. To be honest with you, last tweak on the contrast and stuff, look at that, wow, see, wow. And then you get that. No, I'm happy with that. For the most part, I'm happy with that. I'll save it as it is anyway. You know. And it's a case of just doing simple shapes, I think, for the buildings and then adding details to them. Should be the same with the characters, really. But, you know, and then basically just adding more details as you go along. But like I was gonna say, like buildings in general, like with different shapes, like just adding different shapes, you know, different. Sorry, I mean like different perspective, you know. You can have a building like that angle, couldn't you? I'm doing any kind of shape here, I'm saying, for the buildings as well. I'll do some lines down, so do this. So I'm saying. Let's just imagine that this building is going to be. Well, the basic guidelines, what I'm doing. Okay. This here, right, so, okay. You see how I'm doing that, see, like, it's not the best perspective, but I'm just doing like, you see how I'm doing it? So, and yeah, kind of thing. Okay, so that is a basic shape. See, I'm doing this here, that's going down there, and that's going down there, right? So you know that that is like, let's see, this is like this, right? Then you would have like the inside of the building about there, actually, is where you go. And that would be down there. This would be the walls, see what that would be. That was going in there. You'd have to think of where that floor is going to be, basically. So, and you see what I mean in a moment, you'll see what I'm saying. Let's just imagine now that this is the inside of that. Okay, so this is this, that is that. That's not even existing. Oh, what have I done over here? Trying to fuck this one up, hold on. This comes over there. This one does exist. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Hold on, just messed that up, hold on. So, one balcony, two balconies, right, okay. Let's see, this is one balcony. Yeah, one balcony, right. Okay, one balcony there. In pure 3D. This is there, obviously, so we know the structure of it. I would draw on another layer usually, I'm just doing this just to do something. This is the inside, right? So this is the next balcony starting here. Actually, meaning I've done that a bit wrong. Meaning this is to go across here, that needs to go there, and that needs to come down there, right? Okay. Okay. So there. As I say, the perspective is not perfect on this, so you know, it's just a basic thing to start with, you know. But you can, as I say, work with like rough sketches and turn them into proper pictures, as I say, like I just did a moment ago, basically. More or less, you know. Okay, so let's say from there, and it's not a very good one, this one I've done here, but you know what I'm trying to say, you can work with different kind of shapes. So we can work with different kind of shapes, and what I was going to say is whether you're working on the inside or the outside, you can actually have like different areas, couldn't you? You could have like all kinds of like, you know, panels and things, and you know what I mean? And all kinds of like interesting shapes. I don't know, just put it into there if you wanted to, I'm saying. On the inside, I was thinking to do something like underneath inside. But again, you don't have to have all of that stuff going on. Broken parts as well, like that. Chunks and stuff coming out of it somehow or another. There's a massive crack in the building. But that kind of lines up too much with the other part of the building. But yeah, you know. And then when you start to add stuff to them, you start to see things. So. And putting that in there, so a bit more extra detail. Even things that don't even make much sense, like putting that shadow there, but it just still kind of works all right. You know, this is like really dark in here. What's the point, you know? But it's like, okay, go with it, you know. And then we just put our other like lines and stuff and details on the inside. That's what I'm trying to say. See, look, see like here, with some grey and that. You see. Putting our other details in, you know. I don't know what exactly, but you see what I'm saying? And fix some stuff in there. And it kind of tells a bit more of the story, what's going on. And just even with them simple shapes, so now you've got that. And that'll be alright. You haven't even got to have that much detail going on. As in what is going on the inside. You can have, you know, windows and stuff, you can draw that in. You know, just basic shapes and stuff. You know, colour it in as well. You know. With the black, like it's dark on the inside, you know. So I'm saying things like that. And just put it there. A few broken lines and stuff as well. Like natural kind of like little areas, you know, like that. That's what I've learned anyway. And you could experiment with different colours and stuff if you wanted to as well. But you know, it is what it is. Once you've got the basic shape, you could go with like extra work on that. So like, just going freehand is what I like to do, but what I'm trying to say is you could work out the perspective, like coming from here and from that, okay, and then even from the rest of it, like there, and then from here, you see what I'm saying? Working that across, see? And I'll just do another line from about here, because it just seems to work okay. You could work out about how high you want this thing to be, you know. And that would go about there. You're just roughly doing it, you know. So then you can work out, okay, where's it going to start? It's going to be about here. You know, and you can just like work it out, you know, and try like work out a basic shape or something. It's not, I didn't do the best job of doing that there, but you know what I'm saying? Work out a basic shape of where something's going to go. So for example here, I'll just erase something quickly for a second, but whoa, hold on. Here, sorry. Man. Okay, and then coming on here, you know, and then working your structures in and stuff. To add something up onto the roof here, see? Get rid of that now. If you wanted to, I'm saying, I don't know. Didn't do a really good job of like measuring that up, I know, but you know, just do it rough even. Work things out. Put your graffiti in, whatever, on the building. If you want to put your graffiti in, I don't know. Some fun. You know? And again, like things coming off of it, like signs and stuff, following the perspective, signs and stuff, signboards, things like that. Doing that there. You want to make it like kind of like not too bold if it doesn't need to be, like, you know, as well. These wires and stuff, little boxes, electricity wires, whatever they are, all that kind of stuff coming in. Just, you know. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here, just trying to do some kind of electric box thing, you know. I nearly put the electric wires through the window, man, it was crazy. Put all kinds of stuff here, look, all kinds of crazy designs, you know. Ladder that leads halfway down the building for no reason. Some stuff on the roof, you know. Following the perspective. And there you go, you get some designs going on. You know what I'm saying? You've got some designs going on. Designs. The Z with a Z as well. That's some fun, huh? That could be a t-shirt right there. You know what I mean? Okay, so just done a bit of practice there. I'm happy with what we're doing so far. Bit of practice, you know, it's coming on alright. I mean, for far away scenes I can have like, you know, for long view scenes I can have like say, little figures and stuff, little small figures. You haven't got to draw them in with so much detail, you know. A little character like that far away, you know. And he's like entering the land with the buildings, you know. And you can really put like just simple buildings in. I'm really loosening up much more than I used to now with like drawing like these kind of cityscapes and stuff. In fact, I feel this character is pretty close to us actually, because like in buildings, I don't know. Hold on, this will be about here. Looks almost to me that this is high up, you know, in the baddies. Look at that character, my God, look. He's standing like crazy. How big are those buildings? They're pretty massive. You know, if this character was like this big, make a bit more sense, you know. This character was about that big, it would make more sense, you know. I mean, anyway, faces on the screen, stuff like that. You can work that in, you know, close ups and stuff. Obviously, the faces I like to just go like a shape, you know, like a rounded shape like that. I'll just do a line down the middle, do the line like that, yeah. Like 2/3 down almost, do some like rough lines to the eyes like that, shaping out and carving out the eye sockets, so to speak, and the nose and the mouth, you know. Making it as big as it needs to be, like the chin and all that. Doing a hairline, do a rough one if you want like a broken sort of hair, something like that. Work it out, shape the actual face. It's going to be wider, thinner as you go. Put the eyes in, kind of thing, you know. Put the eyes in, kind of thing, as you go. Shadow on top of the nose there. Erase the top of the head bit, like in pieces, and try and work a bit of a hairstyle if you like to. You know, that goes around the top of that, makes sense. You can do some like lines coming from the hairline if you want to turn up like that. Make them faint, and then knock them out again. And then just try and draw, you know, your faces in on that. However you're going to do the eyes, big or small. You know. Just draw your faces in. And again, I like to, as I say, I like to really have just broken up sort of lines for the hair sometimes anyway. And just drawing them up as I go kind of thing, you know. But I don't feel comfortable drawing in that black line. I prefer to go with a pencil kind of sketchy things, so starting off with a pencil sketch like we did and fixing it up, or starting on another layer with the opacity really low, as I say. So and just like sketch it, and I just feel like it just tricks your mind into thinking it's, you know, just a sketch, but you're nice and loose, you know, and you can end up doing a better picture that way, see. So like I'm doing here, just doing a picture I'm feeling more relaxed, I'll put it that way. And yeah, sometimes I just do the lines coming out. I don't do the outside line here. I just do the lines like that for a few parts, and then with a thin pen maybe I'll just join that up later, see, and that's what I found to work better. But I've still not got the actual face that I want yet for the main character. I'll bring that up here, see, and at least it looks better. I don't think that's great. Sometimes you'll be scared when you'll be pissed off when you see that when you bring up the opacity, it looks like shit in your mind. You're like, oh, it doesn't look as good as the light sketch version. But it's like sometimes you'll be surprised and it looks all right, it's usable. Or you can like change parts, like, you know, the face here, you know. We should go and fix it up as well, you know. I'll do these rounded sort of shapes of the faces. Sometimes I'll do like a really kind of like triangular sort of thing like that. Anyway, see, I'll do it there. Really rough. So I even scribble the hair. So I just do a scribble, not the exact style that it's going to be, but just do that, and then that works well. Put a line down the middle if you want. So go there, make it really lighter still. Now go on top, make another layer, like a low sort of pencil, but stronger slightly, but still at that low opacity. Go in and just like try to work it out, you know. And then just come here, do the, as you've got the basic shape there, like make it a bit more triangular if you want to do it like that, more like straighter line. You know, might want to go like that, change the eyes up a bit, erase bits, and then from here you've got a bit more detail, right, with the hair now, so you can kind of see what you're doing. So, you know, play with the opacity as you need to, bring the eyes into full view if you need to as well, it's up to you, and then just, you know, play with like thin brushes. You don't have to draw every strand in still, but you know, and then you see what I mean. You draw in a few parts. It's like an art to it, I guess. You know, but it's like you do that, and then when you've got like enough information there, you just like fill the rest of it out, because it's like ultimately the picture's telling you. You can see this thing now. See what it looks like. You know, okay. Put a few extra details in and stuff. On that one active layer here, just to bring that up. It doesn't look too good, but you know, it's definitely a good way of working it, and you can clean it up as you go, as I keep saying. Just fixing it up a bit if you're not happy with it. As such, you know, you can just change it up. There. Whatever, you know, adding to the hair, taking away if you want to, and stuff like that, fixing it up, you know, bringing it back a bit, whatever it's going to be, you know, until you're kind of okay with it, you know. You get rid of that back picture and you've got like your character. So this is a kind of a look I'm actually going for with my main character now. Coming to think of it, it's actually quite a nice thing. So this is another reason I'm doing this, the main reason I'm doing it really, but this is like why I'm doing these designs today. I'm trying to come up with my character, you know. The nose is a bit off. We're just going to move it over a little bit. There you go. I think I've kind of got the guy's basic look down now. You know. I think, yeah, you know, it's looking alright. I think this is basically the guy from our show. And yeah, just cleaned up a few lines. You can like go in and put a few like fix ups on the lines. That's the way to say it. I like the way I've done the eyes as well, actually, kind of like simple. I started off like doing a basic shape, as I say, like that. Put the eyebrow basic lines in, see? And I just fixed it all around, worked it all out, the basic look of it, and I thought to myself, oh, the eyes are too big looking, you know? So what I did was I went on top, here, see, and I went on top. I know they're still rough, but it's like the style I'm going for. So I go in here, and then I did that, and what I did is if I felt the need to, is what it was. If I felt the need to, see, just do the eyebrows really quickly. I just basically, I felt the need, as I made them like black anyway, see, bit scribbly, sketchy. And what I did is like, if I felt the need, I just like cut them off a bit here. Like erased like areas, see, to make them smaller and stuff like that. And when I did that, see, it kind of like helped it a bit, because if they're looking too big, okay, now that works a bit better. So you just shape them a bit, just fix it up. And it's like rough, but yeah, you know, even like from there, I think ultimately we could even just scribble, sketch these in a bit more simpler anyway. You know, across the bit. There, you know, there are things you can actually do. Like I think if I just do a quick scribble in a grey quickly, you can like do like, hold on. I can do like scribbling them in anyway, see? Yeah, just scribbling like that, see? Hold on. Even, hold on, even going in there with the black for a second, another layer. You're doing a basic shape, even just joining them up with that line there, see, then going into like one kind of joined line, see, coming in and erasing parts, exactly, yeah, that works really well. Before you're looking here thinking, how the hell does that work pretty well? But it does. I can see what I'm doing. I know the kind of feel I'm going for. See, I can do things. Yeah, see, cutting into different shapes. It looks like really like angry, sort of like, you know, menacing sort of thing. Dark kind of shapes, you see. You can kind of see the rest of the face. You can tell where it's going to go, like broken lines. See there, nice and, you know. Just putting them in. There's a shape there, see. Thin sort of neck. Just that. Fixing that up, see. Yeah. So like that. I don't want him to have like really long sort of like spiky hair, but like just simple. Like this would, to me, even though it looks like a totally different character, you might say, but to me it's like that all worked as the same character. If that makes sense. That will work as the same character. Yeah. You know, just going in. Whoa, that will work as the same character, man. You know, kind of thing. And then just going in. You know. fix that here in a moment, hold on. Right, here's the, and then just going in, as I say, just fix it up what needs to be fixed. It's very comic-y, so very rough, and I like that black and white kind of look, you know. Imagine his fist here, like, you know, he's about to pound the shit out of someone. Comic kind of look to it, make that a bit bolder because it's like closer to us, but still like a simple shape. Yeah. Yep. The same character, I'm just like doing him. In a landscape, you know. The same character, I'm just doing them together, you know, in the scene. I'm going to keep that. It's a rough sketch there, something that I can keep as like normal, useful to look at, not normal. The one on the right's better, but I don't know, it depends how you look at it, they're both like, yeah. I like this way of drawing the faces, the characters, work with simple bodily structure and work this out, you know. I've got the basic idea for the main goody character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to design baddies too, you know. Not in this image, not in this video. Sorry, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to very quickly, just like work out this outfit just really quickly. So we got this figure per se. Okay, let's imagine he's in a stance. Okay, yeah, you know, there's another one here, you know, that one's shit, so like no, and this one's knee is like back there and he's like standing like that. He's like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm gonna have it like this, like just like that, okay? And let's see what we come up with. So just really quickly, the idea is that this character is wearing this kind of outfit, right? So like there, he's gonna work this out, man. But it's like, see, like there, if I don't do that noodle thing I said before, then it's like, it's a line down the middle, but it's like that, so okay. Kind of thing, bit of a design on it, you know, whatever. And the idea is that this guy's hands are here, and I'm just going to do it really simple. He's got a pair of boots on, and he's got this outfit here. And it's like, it hangs off right like that. I've decided to go for like the shorter sleeves, you know, like the sleeve rolled up sort of thing, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing, you know. We'll just go like this, I think, you know. Yeah, exactly, right. And so it's coming together. We're getting the idea now. I'm getting the idea now. Yeah, you know. Just close it like that, and the baggy, whatever. And fix it up as you go. I mean, that's what they do. It can be like, these can be just like sketches anyway. Let's go with it. So we're going to go here. Imagine that bit's hanging down like so. I'm going to imagine there's a hand here, like we were imagining anyway. But just imagine then that this part of the arm is like that. and this bit's just like there. Well, hold on, let's just see that. So, yeah, let's have that. Okay, so still having to like adjust like how the body goes in and that. You got the hips and the body, so it's there. Okay. Okay, not trying to do a female character. Okay, so I think what it is there's that lack of that detail, as I say. So there is that lack of detail there. You want this in the middle, so you want this all here. You want these scribbly noodle shapes, and that is what helps fill the body out. So we do have to have that in the future. I think when I'm drawing, it does make more sense to do it, you know. Just doing the feet like really simple shapes, as I say, like that. And this is that, so this is here. And then I'll put a hand like about that, right, simple hand. So I think, all in all, we've done, you know, really well, ultimately, getting the basic shapes out for this now. Keep the noodles in there so we know they're there. And this shape, just so we can see as a reference, alright? And I'm going to save that out as well as a reference for myself, because this is what I'm going to go with when I start doing my basic setups, you know. I'm going to have these characters fighting and kicking ass, you know. Put the baddies in a slight different design, give them a mask or something. He's going to be kicking his motherfucking ass in the urban setting. Some story going on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video, okay guys. I did this one, I'm happy I did this picture by the way. And then this one was a bit of fun. I think I've got this one, yeah. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys again very soon. So we've looked at body positioning, a couple of faces I drew there, designing my main character. And I'll see you guys again soon. Be there. Peace. Peace. Peace to you and everyone on planet Earth right now. Hold on.